My name is Tris Sicignano, and welcome to the Yupster Rundown. Let's get started. First up, let's take a look at a great organization called the Crayon Initiative. This organization is not only doing great things for the environment, they're also helping kids in need. Founded by Brian Ware, the Crayon Initiative organizes crayon collections that take unwanted crayons, remanufactures them, and provides them to hospitals that are caring for kids. Annually, between 45,000 and 75,000 pounds of broken crayons are discarded in landfills throughout the country. The wax from crayons is not biodegradable and will never break down, leaving a waxy sludge in our landfills for centuries to come. By collecting unwanted crayons from restaurants, schools, and other locations and recycling them into new ones, the Crayon Initiative is doing its part to prevent crayons from being deposited into landfills. This year is Yupster Media's first year on the festival circuit. We were fortunate enough to be hosted in our hometown by the Atlanta Film Festival. We had a great time at the Atlanta Film Festival this year. We met some great people and saw some spectacular films. First, I want to tell you about a film called Wildlife, written and directed by filmmaker Frank Hall Green. It's the story of a runaway in Alaska. Take a look.
Welcome to Alaska.
Oh, all the comrades that I've had.
Jane, listen. I'm gonna feed her, entertain her, and we're gonna do the same thing all summer, okay?
Okay, thanks.
I'm sorry for my going away.
Well, how long am I up here for?
I need some time. I just want to be strong now that it's just the two of us, okay?
Good night, and joy be with you all.
Can't believe how much you've grown up. Look at you.
I'd imagine all the guys would be chasing you.
It's Mackenzie. I'm calling for my mom.
She checked herself out.
Are you like in some kind of trouble or something?
Have you got a fair schedule I can look at? 11 a.m. to Seattle. Is that where you're from?
That's where I live. I'm gonna hike through the park for a few days.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Stick to the road.
I'm not going back on the road. I'm hiking too.
We eat 100 yards from the tent. We don't make fires.
I know what I'm doing.
You have no idea.
Hey, how far can these things fly? Could this go, like, all the way to Seattle?
Well, you ready to go home?
Whatever you do, don't run. Do not run.
Next up, a sci-fi thriller called Movement and Location by Alexis and Bodine Bowling.
There's so much beauty here. So much space.
City Hope is strictly for adults.
She can't keep living out here. They think she's been out here for months.
Who's this? My sister. Is there anything I should be worried about her knowing?
I meant to ask you, whatever happened to that girl?
Girl?
Yeah, the one from the park.
What if we could do something good while we're here?
What do you want to do?
Tell people about us. Tell them why we're here.
No one would believe you. Coming here was a one-way trip. If you ruin this life, it's over. There's nowhere else to go.
You can trust me. That's the price of not being alone.
Do you think I can survive here on my own?
I think you'd survive for a long time. But not as long as you would with help.
When is everything coming out of your mouth sound like a lie?
I'm not lying. Everything's fine.
This next one really surprised me, and I loved it. It's a documentary called Sweet Mickey for President by international superstar, prose, and documentarian Ben Patterson. Take a look.
Well, I was born in Brooklyn, but Haiti is my lifeblood. My parents could have decided not to come to America. I could have been one of those kids.
There is still plenty of frustration with the government there over the slow progress of rebuilding.
Everyone wants what in the government. They don't.
You need someone who can inspire the people. So I called my friend Michel Martellier. I was like, you know what? You need to run for president of Haiti.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty, mighty good man. Say it again now.
For over 20 years, he's been one of Haiti's favorite musicians, both outrageous and outspoken.
And then from that point, we basically talking every day.
I read on the internet that you used to wear diapers when you were performing.
That's the artist, that's the actor.
Mickey, the president, cannot run Haiti.
Are you running to become the next president of Haiti?
Wycliffe Jean is running for president.
Ross Michel said you lack a definitive plan to bring Haiti into the 21st century.
Ross was saying that he'd support your opponent, Sweet Mickey. I guess there won't be another Fuji album.
It was a circus. Started to get a sense that the government was paying attention. They didn't like what they saw, so they made their move.
Everyone is on board. Everyone.
The unrest was spreading, and the people were not backing down.
It doesn't matter. We're going to win somehow. The people won't let it go through this time. Our people are being abused. I would rather take time to make them understand the need to stand up and stand for the truth.
Si vous pouvez reprendre des photos parce qu'il y avait quelque chose sur son costard.
Because I have something to show, man.
Next, music. First, I want to tell you about a fantastic singer-songwriter from New York called Tor Miller. Let's take a listen to his song, Midnight.
Jeff Buckley's Grace was playing loud as hell in the back of an old dive bar. So I step outside and light a cigarette, taking the fumes of the passing cars. Loud angry drunks and a few crust punks fill every crevice of St. Mark's. Some things have changed since back then, but the streets are still so hard. In the lonely hours of midnight, when New York City's lying wide awake under the glow of a street light. I feel the rumble that the concrete makes. I might hail a cab down, right through the Highland to the interstate, and my soul reignite in the lonely hours of midnight. Two lovers falling in each other's arms, stumbling on down the High Line. Up on the bridge there's a broken heart screaming to his Valentine. Two sunken eyes at the corner shop, trying to get a Lucy for a dime.
All right, let's get things moving a little bit by listening to the brother-sister trio, Kitty, Daisy, and Lewis, and their song, No Action.
Who is she that takes your compliments away from me? Who is she that blocks your eyes from seeing my beauty? Thought she's across the world, but do you sometimes wish she could be your girl? Do you sometimes wish she could be your girl? Darling, please forgive me if I'm wrong. With this other woman, I just can't get along. It could just be something going on in my head, but there ain't no action in my bed. What does she do to make you check up on her now and then? What does she do to make you feel so good to be her friend? Lord, she's across the sea. Do you sometimes wish she was your baby? Do you sometimes wish she was your baby? But darling, please forgive me if I'm wrong, but with this other woman, I just can't get along. It could just be something going on in my head, but there ain't no action in my bed.
All right, thanks for joining us in our first episode of the Yupster Rundown. I hope you liked it. Hope you join us next month for our second episode. But for right now, let's dance it out with Foxygen's How Can You Really?